Welcome to Crossville Profiles, a venture about the people, pride, and progress of the Cumberland Plateau.
Welcome to Crossville Profiles. I'm Beth Davis with the Cumberland County Mayor's Office.
And today on our show, we have Katie Pajalo. Did I say it right?
It's close.
Close enough. And Wesley Weber, and they're here from the Cumberland County Playhouse, and we're going to be talking about their upcoming performances of Scrooge the Musical. So thanks for being here today, girls.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
So tell our audience about Scrooge the Musical. Describe it.
Scrooge the Musical is your classic Charles Dickens story of A Christmas Carol with really beautiful music in it. So it's just classic. It's warm. It's Christmassy. It's a little bit of something. There's dancing. You'll laugh. You'll cry. You'll be a little scared of some ghosts. But it's those classic characters.
And we all love that story.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
Everybody loves that story, and everybody kind of knows that story. So it's perfect to have it at Christmas time.
Absolutely.
Which, what are the dates of the show that?
It's open now,
Right.
and so it runs until December the 18th.
December the 18th.
And then you need to check our website to look at the exact dates because it runs
Yep.
in conjunction with Forever Plaid. So,
Okay.
But there's at least 4 performances a week, sometimes 5.
So great to bring everyone out and get in the Christmas spirit.
Yes, yes.
For all ages.
So we're all kind of familiar with the story. So what are the familiar characters and storylines that we can hope to see?
So you'll have Scrooge for sure. And he's very familiar, and he goes on the traditional path of, you see him in all his glory when he's very angry and mad at the world, and he transforms and redeems himself by the end. So that's very familiar and beautiful story. You'll see Tiny Tim, and Tiny Tim has a little solo, which is precious. Yeah. You'll see the ghost of Christmas past, Christmas present, Christmas future. You'll see all the Cratchits. I play Mama Cratchit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Jacob Marley.
Jacob Marley is there, and then it's really neat. It really looks like you're transformed and in London. You know, it's the streets of London in 1843.
Yes.
1843. I don't think I knew that from before. Okay, so it is the Charles Dickens at Christmas Carol. So what were the challenges of bringing that beloved story to life?
I think representing the time, the place, the era, but also, making the ghosts seem ghost-like. Making it snow on stage, making the ghost of Christmas present big.
Yes. Well, and all Christmas Carol versions are different on stage, and ours has beautiful music, as Wesley had said. And the story's similar, but there are some characters that are different named than that's in the book.
Oh, okay.
Like his sister's name's Jen in Scrooge the Musical, but it's Fan in the book, stuff like that.
Yeah,
so it's interesting. Still, it's telling the same story, but slightly different.
Right.
So,
well, that's okay.
Yes,
it's our own rendition of
exactly.
Which is, that's what we're known for, right? So there are 2 sets of casts, correct? So tell us about that. What is that?
I'll start. Katie really deals with a lot of the kids, and she's the stage manager, so she deals with getting them out of school and the paperwork for that and all that, and I'll let you touch on that too. But we have a great education department at the Playhouse, and most of our kids that are in Scrooge participate in that education program. But if you want to audition for something, you don't have to be in the education program. But we've had people coming from Livingston, just from all over, far away, to come participate and be in this. So we have 2 great, wonderful, talented casts, which is really safe when you're dealing with kids, so that the show must go on. If one child gets sick, you really do need a backup for that, but they're so good that I think everyone should come see the show twice because they're both really good.
They're both good, but they all are just slightly different, so they create their own story. Each Tiny Tim has their own little prose to everything that they bring on stage.
Which you were saying, and so you are in kind of charge of all these kids, getting them there, making sure what actually do
they all have to sign in.
Yes, they have to sign in. And just dealing with them and their parents and their schedules. Some are in basketball, some are in cheerleading. There's a lot of things that we go around to make sure that they're there for all the performances.
Well, we have a lot more to ask, but we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with Crossville Profiles.
Welcome to the Crossville Cumberland County Tourism Channel. If you would like to see your business, organization, or event on this channel, please call 931-484-4546.
Welcome back to Crossville Profiles. We've been speaking with Katie and Wesley from the Cumberland County Playhouse, and we're talking about Scrooge the Musical, which I know that we're all kind of familiar with that storyline, and we were talking before the break about the enormous cast and how there's 2 sets because there's so many teens and children, but what are some of the familiar faces we're going to see in the show?
I think in the cast you're not going to see anybody unfamiliar. We're using everyone. It's kind of an all play there. So you'll see Jason Ross, you'll see Daniel Black, Michael Ruff, Britt Hancock, me. I mean, Lauren Marshall. You know, but even in the ensemble, you'll see. I mean, you'll see everyone that you've seen before in it, basically. That's here, been here this year.
Yeah, because we all love them, and when they're all in a show, that's even better.
Exactly.
But we were talking about how it was a large cast, and there's lots of teens and lots of kids. And we touched on it a little bit, but what are some of the major challenges with that? I mean, I know you have to check them in, and they have schedule conflicts, but I mean, do they just run around like crazy people?
They're pretty good kids, you know. It is, I think, challenging for you to schedule them all. But, you know, we have the same amount of rehearsal time, but this time we have 2 different casts that we have to rehearse. So I would say that's the main challenge, is working all of that in.
Okay.
Just getting the play rehearsed and open in time. And I would say maybe costuming. 2 sets, that's a lot.
I was going to ask, they don't, well, yeah, because they'd be different sizes, so yeah, that's probably taxing on the shop.
Yes, yeah, it's double the work, you know.
Yeah.
So I would say those are the biggest challenges. You know, Tech Week, we only have a certain amount of time on the stage to get things up, and so sometimes one cast runs it and one cast has to watch, and then you just have to kind of know where you are. So it's challenging for sure, but rewarding.
Cool.
And I would say we have some great parents.
Definitely.
Guardians that help out a lot
Yeah.
and wrangle them in for us.
They sure do.
So.
Yeah, you got to have those stage moms.
Yep. Provide food.
And dads, I guess.
Yes.
Well, earlier we were talking about the spirits, of course, the 3 spirits that come to it. How does the Playhouse create that? Like special effects, kind of?
We do have some. I'll let Katie take this one, because
this one's really fun for me. So Jacob Marley is the first one you see as a ghost. And not that we ever want to scare children, but I do love it when the children scream in the audience with him.
You want some emotion.
yes,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we use black light for him, and he has strips of white on his costume, and then he actually has black light contacts, so his eyes look white.
It's really neat looking.
It's neat and creepy,
but
yes.
it's ghostly for sure.
that's
It's
cool.
neat.
And he uses black like makeup and then has a wig as well that's white and gray. So that's how we show him.
Yeah.
Christmas Past is beautiful and elegant, and
It's like she dropped down right from heaven.
exactly, it's so pretty. Christmas Present. Britt is already a tall man, but we make him even taller with tall boots.
Big boots and a long
robe.
robe.
He actually wears a long wig and beard as well. And his candle that goes on his head actually lights up.
Yeah, it's
So-
really magical.
On batteries. And Christmas Future is bigger with football pads and stuffing, and then his head's like here, but then his head extends here
right.
with a piece. So,
Oh, I can't wait
yes.
to see it. This is
He's
going
like
to
a
be
big
great.
puppet.
So, and I asked this out of both of you, what are your favorite moments of the show?
I think my favorite moment is probably the finale, after he comes to terms and you see his journey and how happy he is to have transformed and redeemed himself, and the love of life that he finds and the joy that it snows on stage for that. It's truly magical. But you know, just to plug my own little number, the Cratchits are a lot of fun too. And
It is a fun number.
yeah, so those are my favorite times.
I love it. I love
You watch the whole show.
I
every
do.
time. Yeah.
I love it all, but I'll admit I'm a ballad girl. I love slow songs,
Oh, okay.
and when Jason sings, a better life, especially, and then I'll begin again. You kind of have your own realization of who you are as a person as well.
Cool.
So you have the emotions of happy, and when you get teary-eyed, it's of joy.
Yeah.
Because he's transforming too. As
Yeah.
well.
Oh, well, good. This is exciting. I mean, I've seen it before, but it seems like every year that you do it, it's just a little bit different.
It
And
is.
there's a different
Absolutely.
spin on it, you know what I mean? So,
This year we've added chimney sweeps who do a lot more flips and
Oh.
tricks
Yes,
and
that's
things.
true, that's
So
fun.
that's different about
okay,
this year
good.
too. So,
So if you have seen it before, you better see it again
true.
because it could be totally different.
Well, we've all gotten older too, and it hits us.
I don't know what you mean. This is my fifth time doing the show.
amazing.
So
And
yeah.
it hits us differently each time we do it, especially as we get older and our life
Yeah.
experiences.
That's so cool. Well, we're out of time, but let's tell the audience again when the show is and then also how we can get tickets.
Now through December the 18th,
Okay.
and you can call 931-484-5000.
Okay.
That's our box office.
Perfect.
You can also go online at www.ccplayhouse.com.
Okay.
And you can buy tickets online as well.
Okay.
So you can also come to the box office, just come look and
Right.
see. And we've already got our Christmas tree up in the lobby.
Oh,
So if you want to
fun.
come in and buy a
Yes.
ticket in person, you can as well.
That'll be good. Well, girls, thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having us.
I'd also like to thank the staff and students at Gateway Productions, and thank you for watching Crossville Profiles.